Hi there everyone, and welcome to my Curly Girl journey. Now what is Curly Girl, you might be asking? Basically, Curly Girl is an approach to hair care that is designed specifically for curly hair. There are lots and lots of different rules and processes that you can go through, but here it is broken down into its absolute simplest form. Regular shampoos and conditioners contain really harsh chemicals. Conditioners are full of silicons and shampoos are full of alcohols that strip the hair back. Now, you have to have the alcohols in the shampoo to be able to strip the silicone from the hair that is built up from the conditioner. So in its simplest form, Curly Girl method talks about removing these harsh chemicals from our products. As there are not many shampoos that do not contain the harsh stripping agents like alcohol, generally you use a really light conditioner to shampoo your hair, what they call a co-wash, and then you use a heavier conditioner to condition your hair. You can add things in like protein treatments, leave-in conditioners, things like that, but in its simplest form, basically you've got two different types of conditioners that do not contain silicons. So I have always struggled with my curly hair. Ever since I was about 15 or 16 years old, I owned a pair of straighteners and my hair basically was straight all of the time. This posed lots of challenges when it came to things like swimming or being out in the rain, or even just on really humid days, my hair would turn into a total fro. I basically spent about 10 years of my life with my hair dead straight. A couple of years ago, I came across what is called a keratin straightening treatment. Now this treatment takes some of the body out of the hair and it relaxes the curls down. Don't ask me how it does it, but it does, and this was absolutely life-changing for me. I actually didn't have to straighten my hair to stop it from going into a fro. However, the keratin treatment is hundreds of dollars, and really it's only fabulous until the first wash. The effects do last up to 6 months, but obviously every time you wash it, the effects get less and less. And eventually you just end up straightening your hair again. The keratin treatment is also quite harsh on your hair and it does dry it out quite a bit. If you've got coloured hair, generally the hairdressers are very reluctant to do a keratin treatment on your hair. Ever since I had my boy, I have been straightening my hair once every 3 or 4 weeks whenever I actually get time to wash it, dry it and straighten it, which is such a rigmarole. And then I'd end up putting it into a mum bun. At the end of last year, I discovered Curly Girl method. When I first started looking into Curly Girl method, I thought there is no way that I have time to do all of that every day. So I parked it to the side for a little bit and carried on with my straightened hair. The beginning of the Christmas holidays, I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna give it a go, see what happens. So I did very little bit of research and figured out some basic products that I could go and grab that I could start my Curly Girl journey. So firstly, I had a look at what I have that is Curly Girl friendly. This detangling spray I bought for my son for his hair because he has curls and they do tangle really easily. So it turns out that most kids' products are Curly Girl approved. So this one I used after the shower to help my hair not turn into dreadlocks. Turns out every other product that I own was not Curly Girl approved. So they all went into a plastic bin in the top of my wardrobe. When I was at the supermarket next, I invested in some Fructis hair food. I got the banana flavour, so I have heard on the Curly Girl New Zealand Facebook page that this is quite heavy. So I do like a really heavy conditioner, so I bought this one here and I'm gonna give that one a go. My absolute favourite styling product for curls is the Schwarzkopf Mousse. Turns out that is also not Curly Girl approved. Apparently it used to be, but they've changed the recipe and it is no longer approved, and there was a massive uproar in the Curly Girl community. So I had a quick look on the Facebook page and what was recommended was the Helena gel. This one here. So this I got from New World and this cost me about $4.50. So I was pretty stoked it was relatively affordable. So one of the big challenges for me is the time that it's going to take to use these products, because you have to wet and style your hair every single morning. Generally, I don't get a chance to shower until the end of the day when I shower my son Jack. So that is going to be a real challenge for me, but we'll see how it goes. During the holidays, it's not going to be so bad because Nick, my husband, will be home and I can shower while he looks after Jack. So we'll see how it goes, and if it's working really well and I enjoy it, then I might see how I can fit it into my routine once he goes back to work. So the best reference for my before photo that I can find is a before photo that I took when I went to go and get the keratin straightening treatment done. So prepare yourselves. Here is my natural curly state. So I washed my hair at night and I put it into a plait overnight, took it out in the morning, and it is naturally dried. This is the result. Gorgeous, isn't it? And as you can see, I have literally just rolled out of bed and I'm wearing my husband's hoodie. Looking great now. So I'll check in every week and just see how those products are going, how I'm finding them. What I'm going to start off with doing is just using the Fructis hair food as a conditioner. I'm not going to worry about doing a co-wash separately, and I'm just going to use a little bit of that in my hair as a leave-in and then use the Helena gel to set it. So we'll see how that goes. Also the detangling spray to try and avoid the dreadlocks that happen, because the other thing I'm going to do is I'm not going to comb my hair. So wish me luck. I'll check in next week and let you know how I'm getting on. If you like my content, don't forget to like and subscribe, all that sort of stuff. See you next week.